we discussing today?
I think this is one of my most dreaded topics.
Why?
Because I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of noodle attacks.
But you get that anyway.
I know, but I think this is gonna get me way more noodle attacks than usual.
Hurry up. What's the topic?
Why don't we talk about marriage this time?
Great. I love this topic.
Howdy folks, welcome to our channel. I am Pushy.
I'm Mushy.
And we're the Pushy Mushy.
Serious.
So, B. serious is actually a gram-positive bacillus that has the potential to cause food poison.
Seriously.
So, seriously, we are here to provide our views of our current society from an Asian perspective. Now, we do not represent all Asians, and we certainly are not the gold standard for Asian opinion. What we are trying to do is to provide you with a taste of how certain Asians feel about our current society and how we have come to adapt to it. We will do our best to combine facts with humor, but if we do make mistakes, please let us know and we will do our best to correct. What we're also hoping to do is provide you with some laughter at times, some guidance at times, some inspirations at times, and hopefully make your days go by a little easier. Please like or dislike, hopefully not dislike, subscribe, comment, share, and press that bell icon.
Great. When did we get married?
I forgot, and I wish I would never remember.
What?
What I meant was that my life just got way better after our marriage. Like, my life went from black and white to full of colors after marriage. To be more clear, my life went from shit to nothing but awesomeness.
No bad word.
My bad. What I was trying to say was that before the marriage, I was like a piece of shredded cheese, and after that marriage certificate, I became pure cheese.
That was very sweet of you. So when did we get married?
During the darkest age of my life.
What?
And you were the light, like, wife, be my light, shining my heart, shine through the darkness.
I see. That was what you meant. Try not to mess around with church songs in the future.
Yes, ma'am. So we got married in September of 2009.
How did you feel after getting married?
Oh, I know the answer to this question. Just like every married guy on earth, I felt like a new person, positively changed forever.
I'm glad. So why didn't you propose sooner?
Well, honestly, I even when we got married in 2009, I didn't really feel ready at the time. As you know, we dated for 10 years before we got married. But in 2009, I was still in school and I wasn't really making jack at the time.
So if you weren't ready, why did you do it then?
I think there is a cultural element to this. I think there are nosy people in every culture. But in our culture, we have been together for a while, and you have been traveling with me to different places. So I knew your parents, my parents, their friends, and basically freaking everyone in our circle, like Asian circles, were wondering what kind of jerk I was for not proposing at that point. So when I got into the school I wanted to go to, I proposed.
So how do you feel our marriage is going so far?
This must be a tricky question, audience. I mean, our marriage is great, and if it's not great, it's my fault. I trust me. I know the gold standard answer to this question. And also, for everyone out there, my money is her money. Her money is still her money.
Don't make it sound like I'm unreasonable.
But that's the truth.
What?
What I meant was, we all get unreasonable at times. I'm sorry. Only I get unreasonable at times. You are perfect the way you are.
Good.
So when is this episode going to end?
Never. I think this is the greatest episode ever. Let's keep going.
So, what do you think of our marriage?
I think it's going well overall. I know your temper has gotten better. You were horrible when we first dated.
I know, I've heard that from you more than 1,000,000 times.
So what made you want to improve your temper?
Not like I have a choice, my dear. There's this thing called gender equality.
Be serious.
So, be serious is actually a grand positive.
Seriously.
So seriously, we are here to...
No, we're not doing intro anymore. What made you want to improve your temper?
Okay, so I think as we age and become more educated, we tend to become more considerate and well-rounded. I wanted to do the right thing, and I hoped I could become a better person overall, both at work and at home. So based on the feedback I received from work and from you, I slowly adapted or evolved.
So what do you think I should improve this year?
Tricky question. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You are
Very smart.
just good training. No smartness involved.
Now seriously, what do you think of our marriage?
I think overall fine, considering 40 to 50% of the marriage ends up in divorce. And of interest, this rate is even higher with subsequent marriages.
I wonder if marriage counseling helps.
Certainly, success rate of marriage counseling is anywhere between roughly 70 to 80%.
Well, that's pretty good. We should go to marriage counseling then.
Wait, why?
Well, you can't seriously be thinking that our marriage is absolutely perfect, right?
Well, I think every relationship has problems that require the people involved in the relationship to deal with it from time to time. We certainly have our differences in opinion and arguments at times, but I think it's important for folks to remain professional, which sounds weird and is actually hard, in my opinion, because I think we often treat family or home as a place where we can basically and freely do whatever we want, which is not necessarily a wrong concept, but at the end of the day, we all have a role to fulfill. Me as your husband, you as my wife. I'm not saying we shouldn't have emotions at home, but I think when there is an issue, that issue should be resolved professionally and reasonably and respectfully before emotions are talked about. Again, I think it is hard because emotions are emotions. They're hard to control at times, but I think for most of the time we are fairly reasonable and logical with each other.
But what you essentially said that was we have problems from time to time. So shouldn't we try marriage counseling to make sense, to help us make our marriage better?
I personally think marriage counseling is for couples who are both willing to save their relationships, but really aren't able to come up with a reasonable solution, acceptable to the two of them. In other words, I think marriage counseling is certainly an option, but only when most other ways fail.
Why?
God, I wish I could be just like my grandfather and say, because I say so.
You're not your grandfather. Now why?
How would I know why I'm not my grandfather?
I'm asking, why don't you think we need marriage counseling right now?
Oh, because it's hella expensive, and we're Asians. We're cheap.
Don't stereotype. That's another episode.
I'm sorry. I'm cheap.
I still think we need to work on our marriage to make it better.
Lord, I also think I need some work on my face to make it better. But we can't work on everything all at the same time. We got this video to work on. Very busy.
I don't think that's a good answer.
Okay. The truth is, I think we have been able to resolve most of our differences through open communication. And we presently don't have any issues that would make either of us unable to fall asleep at night. So I don't think we need marriage counseling at this time.
Fine, no marriage counseling for now. But we do need to do something to better our relationship.
So for this year, Mushy has suggested for the two of us to read a few marriage counseling books together and have a frank discussion and conversation afterward. If you have any suggestions, please comment below and we will look into those. We have selected a few books and I think that is a great start. We will keep you all posted if we find something interesting. We're the Pushy and Mushy. Thank you for watching.